Inside the UK's top secret spy base, Britain is preparing for war. Really? Should we have a look? Welcome, friends. I don't usually do this sort of stuff. A lot of people will say it's fear porn, doom mongering, etc. But the thing is, this is an article that's just been released. And if it doesn't make people sit up and at least have a look at it, I don't know what will. So without further ado, we're going to get into this. And incidentally, this is going to be underneath the video. Click more and then you can read the whole article in its entirety. This was just released a few moments ago, and we are going to share what's been put out there. Okay. Inside the UK's top secret spy base preparing for war, Sky News has been given rare access to a top secret military spy base in Cambridgeshire, where defence officials warned that conflict is likelier now than at any point in recent history. Yes, this is what's being put out there right now. Here's the date, the 8th of February 2024 in the UK. And here is the front of the Pathfinder building, which is at RAF Whiten, okay, an MOD site. Some of you know all about this Pathfinder building. Okay, so let's read on and see what we are all being told out there. The UK is living in truly dangerous times, in quote, with the chance of a large-scale conflict likelier than at any point in recent history, defense officials have warned. Russia's war in Ukraine, Iran-linked violence in the Middle East, and the potential for China to invade Taiwan are among the challenges that could spark a sudden escalation. At the same time, new weapons developed by rival states are growing in lethality. China has a world-leading arsenal of hypersonic missiles that can travel at least 5 times faster than the speed of sound, making them very difficult to destroy once launched, officials said. They signalled the best way to defeat such a weapon, like the DF-17 or the longer-range DF-27 ballistic missiles, would be to locate the launch sites inside China and take them out before they are fired. Who remembers Spies Like Us, that film with Chevy Chase? The comments were made as a group of journalists were given rare access to a top secret military spy base in Cambridgeshire. I smell a rat there, don't you? Journalists were given rare access. Why? Well, let's read on. RAF Whiten hosts one of the biggest intelligence analysis centres amongst Western allies inside a complex called the Pathfinder building. And we got more defence articles here. There does appear to be an escalation in movement. So we're going to try to keep up to speed and find out what is going on outside of our little houses. Running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, analysts and other experts work inside a giant grey, windowless room with a high ceiling about the size of an indoor football pitch. Teams are divided into sections, so compartmentalised then, just like the alphabet agencies, which we have been listening about. Seated around white curved desks, each with computers and screens, while television monitors beaming live images from satellite and drone feeds from areas of interest around the world. Sounds like something out of James Bond, doesn't it? Let me assure you, this stuff is very real. One official said it is the biggest top secret floor plate dedicated to intelligence analysis, specifically for a group of close allies known as the Five Eyes. Yes, we've talked about the Five Eyes in videos. Some of my veteran viewers will remember when we've done some deep diving into Five Eyes. If you don't know, it's an organisational group set up with the UK, the US, Canada, Australia, and in New Zealand. Five Eyes. Look into it if you don't know what they are. The hall is one of several classified sites across the country used by Defence Intelligence, which comprises of around 4,500 personnel in total. 2/3 military, 1/3 civilian. Wow. So out of 3 people, 1 is civilian and 2 are military. Yes, we are already aware of other organizations. We already know about MI5, MI6, and GCHQ. We already aware of the 77th Brigade, etc. And there are more. There absolutely are more. Underlining the importance of this kind of input, the officials said there won't be a time from a warning to making significant changes to be prepared for large-scale conflict. I'm going to read that again, and I want you to listen. Underlining the importance of this kind of input, the official said, in quote, there won't be time from a warning to making significant changes to be prepared for large-scale conflict. There won't be time from a warning. There won't be time. The comments came after General Sir Patrick Sanders, the outgoing head of the British Army, said last month that the UK public needs to be ready to fight a future war. We have already been drip-fed BS from the mainstream media about conscription, about how unpopular recruitment drives across the armed forces sector here in the United Kingdom are. No one wants to be a part of this government war. That seems to be the flavour. In addition, Grant Shapps, I remember that guy. We've done a video about him too. The Defence Secretary has cautioned about a pre-war world. Wow. So without announcing any change of policy to better prepare the nation, to better prepare the nation, including civilians and industry, for the reality of what a future war would mean. Wow. That should make people definitely sit up and think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that article directly under this video so we can all have a read and try and take some of that on board. Like I said, there is a lot of stuff being put out there at the moment with the tensions rising of what's going on in Ukraine, Israel, and indeed China likes to play their part as well in the background. So what do you think? Personally, I don't think there's going to be a nuclear war. That's my own personal opinion. Do you know why? Because anyone living on the surface of this planet is going to be in for a severely bad time for not 100, but thousands of years. No one wins. So I don't think there is going to be a nuclear war. It's going to come close. There's going to be a lot of fear out there. Who remembers the Cuban Missile Crisis back in the 60s? Who remembers the Cold War in the 80s? This, in my opinion, is going to be another one of those Cold War scenarios. And in my own opinion, and we're all free to express our own opinions, leave your comments under the videos and let's read what you have to say about this. But personally, I just think it's a money-making scam for the arms companies. Politicians, as we know, they don't go and fight out on wars and all of the rest of them. But they love getting all of us to go out and fight their wars. Personally, what I would like to be seen done is the UK has its own armed forces, which just stays in the UK. It protects British waters around this island and other British interests, like the Falkland Islands, for example, and to patrol our own airspace around our country and our own borders, especially now when we are literally being invaded by fighting age male migrants. That needs to stop right now. That's what I would do if I was Prime Minister. It doesn't seem to be what's happening though, does it? Our armed forces are grossly underfunded. You speak to anyone who's currently serving or someone, a veteran who's just finished their service, and they will tell you how poor quality the kit and equipment is. Everyone's got to buy their own because it's just not up to task. There's not enough ammunition. I've heard true stories of people doing patrols in Bosnia with 10 rounds in their magazines because of the shortages. It's unbelievable. And I know lots of you guys watching who fought out in Afghanistan was absolutely embarrassed when the Americans met up and the Americans couldn't believe how poorly kitted out and underfunded the British were. That's a fact. That's a reality. If you don't believe me, look at the comments under this video where veterans are going to tell you what it's actually like fighting for this once great nation. I believe we should look after our own borders and leave everyone else alone. If it comes to it, we should be in a defensive role. So that's my own opinion. Let me know what you think about all of the BS which is going out there, the propaganda and wars and rumors of wars. You're absolutely free to write whatever you want in the comment section. Be respectful. That's all I ask. And if you're new here, please consider giving the video a thumbs up, liking the video, sharing it and subscribing too. But don't forget that notification bell. And please, if you remember, try and check in on this channel because I'm doing videos every day and not everyone's being notified. Why? Because I've been shadow banned. Because YouTube doesn't like me talking to vast amounts of people about what's really going on. Don't forget, you guys tell me and tell everyone else what you feel about what I've just talked about in the comment section under the video. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.